Check out this contrast because it's absolutely wild. While standard mathematics treats zero like an empty void, just absolute nothingness, the Order of Nine Ether doctrine flips this completely on its head. It views zero as a vibrant, overflowing well of pure, unmanifested potential. It is definitely not an empty space just sitting around waiting to be filled. Instead, it's the absolute fullness from which every single possibility in the universe emerges. It is literally the beginning, the eternal circle, and the core source of all energy.
Notice how this cosmic circle here beautifully represents source potential, what we call key zero. This isn't just some abstract philosophical concept to ponder. It represents the literal foundational architecture upon which all of existence rests. Think about it. Before thought, before time, before identity even existed, there is source. It's the ultimate, uncreated origin. And what's really cool is that it doesn't force its will on creation. Rather, it just provides this massive, infinite field of potential for all things to exist and grow through experience.
Let's just pause for a second to appreciate this quote from the text. The crucial takeaway here is that before all beginnings, the Creator contains every single beautiful possibility without being limited by, well, anything. As humans, we constantly try to define the divine by picking one side of a duality, like light versus dark, masculine versus feminine, motion versus stillness. But key zero? It exists totally beyond all of those opposites. It holds literally everything together in perfect harmony before it ever even enters physical form.
If we want to define it mechanically, as the source text does, key zero functions as the origin point of a self-correcting cybernetic protocol, which sounds super high-tech, but basically, it's a living field of energy where everything is perfectly held together. The entire 0 to 13 Phoenix system treats human consciousness like a programmable circuit, and key zero is essentially the foundational battery that powers the whole thing. It's the unyielding architecture that allows pure potential to transform into the tangible reality you experience every single day.
Now, to really wrap our heads around this mechanism, the source material uses this striking metaphor. Imagine the Creator is a brilliant jeweler. Source energy is a diamond, and the four worlds of the colorful light refracted right through it. The diamond itself doesn't actually have any light of its own. It simply reflects and refracts the infinite light of the jeweler. And in the exact same way, source energy refracts the infinite will of the Creator into forms that our everyday consciousness can actually understand, feel, choose, and act upon.
So looking at these characteristics, because this source potential exists completely beyond time and space, it means it's not some distant, far-off place you have to travel to. It's an all-encompassing foundation that you are literally wrapped inside of right now. You don't have to earn it, you don't have to go on a quest to find it, you are sustained by it at every single moment. The goal here isn't to somehow acquire source energy, but rather to just become a much clearer vessel for it.
So how does all this abstract stuff become real? Well, this infinite potential doesn't just stay abstract. It actually trickles down into physical reality in a very specific way. It moves from key 1, Earth, where form is first born and physical discipline really grounds us. Then it flows to key 2, water, where all our experiences are recorded as deep memories and emotions. And finally, it hits key 3, fire, where our conscious willpower kicks in to initiate movement and actually transform our reality. It is an incredibly precise, mechanical, step-by-step process of creation.
And this right here is where the cosmic scale gets deeply, deeply personal. Your own internal mind is actually designed to interface directly with this vast source potential. You aren't just sitting there as a passive observer in this universe. Your internal biology and your psychology are designed as a functional mechanism to tap right into key zero. Basically, you are a circuit, and these frameworks map out exactly how your specific circuit connects to the infinite energy of the cosmos.
According to the text, your consciousness operates like absolute clockwork through 3 distinct operators. First up, we have the self. This is the observer, your present awareness in the moment. Then there's the soul. And actually, scratch the idea of a spooky ghost. Here, the soul is your memory archive, the deep waters that record all your emotional lived experiences. And finally, the spirit. This is your strictly directed willpower, the fire that initiates action. Together, this inner trinity grabs onto the infinite energy of key zero and uses it to actively shape your physical life.
Now let's talk about the functional machinery of manifestation, how you actually put that source energy to use. It's driven by 3 unyielding laws. Law 1, attention directs the energy. Whatever your mind repeatedly focuses on, that gains strength. Law 2, emotion fuels it. Your feelings give that energy weight and a real motivational charge. And Law 3, conviction sustains it. Your stabilized, rock-solid beliefs create the structural blueprint that your reality is literally forced to follow.
So thought plus emotion plus belief equals your reality pattern. Simple as that. The whole point of the Phoenix system is to help you shift from the sleeping self over to the awake self. Because let's be honest, the sleeping self lives completely on autopilot. It's trapped in past traumas, reacting blindly to whatever the world throws at it, and letting unhealed emotions totally dictate its reality. But the awake self understands these mechanics. The awake self intentionally aligns its attention, emotion, and conviction to become a true, sovereign designer of reality, pulling directly from that source potential.
So how do we actually make that huge shift? Well, by learning to return to zero. And that simply means stepping back into the sacred silence as the observer, the self. It's all about auditing your baseline. When you just sit back and observe your habits, your emotional loops, and your chaotic reactions without any judgment, you create space. In that perfect stillness, you connect right back to your eternal divine spark. You clear out your inner waters of old wounds, which allows you to reflect reality accurately instead of looking at it through the distorted, foggy lens of past trauma.
Absolutely love this quote from the text. It's such a striking realization that we don't have to go endlessly searching for this source energy. We don't have to somehow prove ourselves or earn our place in the universe. We are already inside the Creator, and the Creator is inside us. The entire journey of existence is simply waking up from that autopilot slumber and consciously realizing the beautiful relationship that has literally always been right there, just waiting for us to say hello and engage with it.
So, I'm going to leave you with a final, pretty massive thought. Since you are intimately connected to Key Zero, and you hold the exact same raw, infinite potential as the cosmos itself, you have a choice to make. What beautiful reality will you choose to design today? Where are you going to direct your attention, your emotion, and your conviction? Because the universe is out there, fully powered up, just waiting for your blueprint.